everybody, hoping all's well in your neck of the woods. It's Paul from What's Wrong With Us, and with me as always is Damian Stevens. Hey Damian, what's wrong with you?
Apparently a lot.
Such as?
Apparently we had some complaints a little while back. I don't know. I don't know. I can't
Oh man, we're past all that stuff, yeah.
I guess I have to. But yeah, what's going on, man? It's been a minute.
It has been
your
a
mom,
minute.
everything all right?
The mom situation's less than ideal for sure. Definitely less than ideal. Just dealing with that and juggling a bunch of things. So to deal with that, not only am I present here, but I'm also drinking a beer that you probably haven't had since you were in high school, and I'm talking about Grolsch beer.
Oh my God!
Remember
this?
You know
what the best part about those? You don't throw them out. You always save the bottles. Those are for the home brewers.
Right. This stuff is pretty much bulletproof. What are you drinking over there?
This is going to be a combination of white wine and Sprite.
You're having a spritzer?
I'm having a spritzer. I'm having a white
wine. And you're wearing a KISS shirt. So
I'm older.
Putting all that together.
Listen, man, I'm knocking back Jack Daniels.
There's nothing wrong with that. Oh man. So, it's been a minute since we've done this. And you've recently gone through a move?
Yeah. Well, you can't see because of my background, but yeah. Right. The housing market down here is probably the top 10 worst in the country.
Oh wow.
And listen, it's this house that we're living in is $60,000 annually.
Yeah.
That's no joke. And you really work hard to try and stay under that 30% rule. And, when you're living with someone, it's a lot easier, especially if they're making more money. They're making more money than me. So, splitting the expenses, that's why a lot of people are taking on roommates and such. And listen, my parents were alive, I'd be living there. There's no reason, no shame. I mean, why? But why would you want to spend that kind of money?
It's crazy.
Circle the wagons when you need to circle the wagons.
Yeah, I think that's its own thing.
And
now,
besides that, we're at an age where our parents need us. To bring back that nuclear family. You know this firsthand with your home, taking care of your moms.
Very much so.
And we've lost a lot of that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it's a lot of reasons that may have led to that. But
I think it's very funny how a lot of people talk about family values, and then you realize they don't have any. So, in a way, this unfortunate thing that's going on in my life is actually bringing us all closer, which is wonderful, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it's nice to be able to bond,
Well, in times of crises, we'll call it in times of crisis, and certainly it's a crisis with your mom, the matriarch of your family. So, I mean, that's always good to see that you rally around the family. What's the song, right? That's by
There you go.
What is that? Rage Against the Machine, right? That's Rage Against the Machine.
I believe so. It definitely wasn't KISS.
Yeah. Hey! No, believe it or not, I got a good story about KISS.
Please.
All right. Speaking of what's wrong with us, I was a huge KISS fan. I was in KISS Army. I had it all. Got the trading cards.
Oh wow.
And Picture Day came up in second grade, and they used to mail the notices home.
Right. Yeah.
This is how attentive my parents were. I knew it was Picture Day, and they said, "Wear your best shirt." My best shirt was KISS Army. So I threw that thing on for Picture Day, and I loved it. You should see my face. I got this big old smile on for Picture Day.
If you can find that, you got to send that to me so I can show.
What did you do? I was like, what? What? Yeah, I have it. I think it's probably under one of my profile pictures. Yeah, second grade. I had my KISS Army T-shirt on.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, well, you got to pay attention to the mail. I was taking matters into my own hands. Wear your favorite shirt. All right. Hey, we both got haircuts.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah, I got your list here. I don't know. We got a lot. Yeah, and again, this kind of ties into what's going on with your mom. I'm assuming with her care. Uh, the list number one on your list is the U.S. is likely the only country that experiences medical debt.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know how two guys from New Fairfield would approach this and tackle this. We know there are issues, and what the best way we can. It's like an elephant in the room, and for so long, it's just never been addressed.
Right.
Effectively. It's been spoken about, it's been bitched about, but it's never been taken on head on. One of the things I do like about this administration, you saw what happened yesterday with the 10 drugs that they're finally taking on. The pharmaceutical companies got the 10 most popular drugs that are being used by people on Medicare, Medicaid.
Yep.
To control those drugs, which is a step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
You know, any little step in the right direction is a positive one, right? Instead of just sitting here always just bitching about it. Now, is it perfect? No. Medicare, Medicaid is a long way to go, especially when you run out of, they have the plan that when you can actually run out of your prescription money drugs, and at the end of that cycle, you got to either have supplemental insurance or you got to pay out of pocket. So it's not covering everything. I mean, it's doing okay, and they just made a nice step in the right direction, but we have a long way to go. Before Obamacare, I was paying, and this is when the pre-existing condition.
Sure.
I was paying almost $1,000 a month. Because I have high blood pressure.
Man.
Right? So I have high blood pressure. So, and I'm taking 3 different medications because I didn't want to go on the real heavy stuff that you know, made your ding-a-ling kind of a little funny. But so it's a vasodilator, and I've had this since I was 20. You know, just a genetic thing. But I was on 3 medications. I pay $0. I pay $0 on my meds. So I know what the plan has been doing for me. It's been, you know, I went from that. I got on Obamacare, and I'm paying from $900 a month to $87.
Wow. Okay, not bad.
How does that happen?
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. That's significant.
That's really wonderful, and you're super fortunate. I know for me with my insurance, because I get my insurance, it's less than ideal. The one med that seems to help me with one of my conditions got moved, so it went from one tier to another tier, and it's to the point where the insurance company is like, we're not going to pay for this, and I'm like, it's the only thing that's ever worked for me. A 3-month supply of this particular medication is $650.
Whoa.
When I went to the manufacturer and said, is there any way I can get a discount? They said, sure, fill out this form and we'll help you out. And for the first time in my life, I was told that I made too much money and that I must pay retail. I make too much money. No one ever will say that they make too much money.
Hold on. Yeah, well, you're like, do you want us to come over and take a look? I'm not putting it in my closet.
Right.
I mean, there are bills here. It's like living in Miami. You make X amount of dollars, just call it 6 figures. Make 6 figures. 6 figures now is nothing.
It's nothing.
It's like, okay. Remember what I said? It's $60,000 a month in rent. All right, now we got insurances, you got food, and it's just going. But insurance, just the overall insurance industry is crazy. But they're based. You got to hats off to the insurance industry. These guys know to the 5th decimal place, called the 5th decimal place, what to charge based drill it down to the county. We're talking about your car insurance, your health insurance, wherever they're losing money. So my private insurance company with my health insurance company was called Cigna. Cigna decided they will no longer offer individual policies in my county. I said, okay, well, what county do they offer it? One county in Florida. Only one. Wow. This is how good they are. one county for individual plants. Now,
Right.
this is where you get into, why am I an individual? I mean, I'm an individual as part of a group. I'm just another customer of yours, which means I'm part of a group.
Right.
It doesn't, this whole, they make up terms and put things together that are, just confound what is practical and what is the right thing to do. Where Citizens Property Insurance, for example, is the last insurance company that may leave the state, where homeowners insurance is going up to a point, and this, I'm assuming in Connecticut, after, remember all those microbursts you guys had due to global warming, and you guys kind of got a really smacked
we got
around
nailed.
and all those
Nailed.
Yeah, you guys got nailed, and you're getting more and more ice storms and more expensive natural disasters that are happening.
Absolutely.
And things are just getting more expensive. But these guys know down to the 5th decimal point exactly what they need to adjust, even in the county. I moved 4 miles once, 4 miles, and from the last place, because it's like musical chairs down here.
Okay.
4 miles. My car insurance went from inexpensive as State Farm insurance, went up by 35%. And I said, wait a minute. I was living in a condo association. Now I moved to a house with a garage.
Okay.
What do you mean? 35% higher. Because they know all the way, drill it all the way down to the county, what the average is.
Yeah.
So I said, scratch that. I didn't move. The woman starts laughing.
Viewers, if you have things that you would like us to talk about, debate, look at, or whatever, send us drop us a line, and you'll be able to do that very thing, and then we'll talk about it. And if you're a scammer doing so, boy, am I gonna so hard. And I do not use lube. I use pine tar.
I'm the guy dropping the pine tar on top of the pee-pee.
That's his grift.